Hello, fiber friends, and welcome to Fibers by Phoenix. I'm Phoenix, here to talk about what I'm making, usually fiber related. Current obsession is knitting. I do crochet and I dabble a little bit in sewing. Today I have mostly knitting, some crochet. Yeah, let's get into it. I've got 3 works in progress, very close to being finished objects. And no finished objects. And I think that's it. But it's been a while since I filmed, so I just wanted to check in. I hope the audio is okay on here this time. My last video, the audio was, I don't know what was going on, but it was like really quiet and my microphone wasn't working. I think as long as we're not blinking green, we're okay. So, yeah, sorry about the last video. The audio was not the best, but we're working with what we got. This might be a little rushed because it's during nap time, but again, we're working with what we got. Yeah, let's just dive into it. What I'm wearing today, it's weather, people. I've got on, I don't think I've talked about this on the channel before. The stripe pipe. This is my stripe pipe. I made this last year. Guys, I literally, okay, sorry, the mic is bothering me. But I literally made this in like 18 days. Like, just crazy. Yes, I'll stand up so you can see all the colors. La. Stripe Pipe by Veronica Lindberg or Kuda Vakika on Instagram and YouTube. The whitish beigeish color is a Sorella yarn. I believe it's Townhouse. Let me check my notes. I have my notebook with me. And I made a beautiful spread page on my project notes. If you guys ever want to see my project notebook, I'd be happy to show it. I took a lot of inspiration from Leslie from Knit California with my project notebook, but yeah, it's almost kind of like a scrapbook feel. Just makes it kind of fun. Sorry if I can't get this right. It just keeps like touching my neck and I don't know. Okay, I think I got it. I had to move my microphone because it just kept touching my neck. On my collar is just not the right. I don't know how to wear this thing. I have no idea what I'm doing. I hope you can hear me. Is this thing on? Okay, we're good. You know, it looks so funny. What am I doing with my life? Okay, stripe pipe. Veronica Lindberg. Sorella yarn. Townhouse. I got this at Rhinebeck or Woolen Folk last year. We won't talk about that. If you know, you know. But yes, Townhouse. And then the colors are from Long Dog Yarn. Their Outlander collection. I don't know if it's worth saying all of the colorways because I don't think you can get this or it's available anymore. Maybe. I don't know. If you're interested, let me know and I'd be happy to tell you what all the colors are. But since I've never talked about this sweater on this channel, I'll just go into a little more detail. I did size medium. Oh, this is in DK weight, by the way, in both bases. 4mm on the bodies and sleeves, and 3mm in the ribbing. It's like a half twisted rib, which I really love, really like. Yeah, they're both superwash. There's a little bit of pilling. I think I've deep pilled this one time, and it could probably use another deep pilling this season. I do wear this one quite a bit, so I'm not surprised that it pills, but it's very, I don't know, minimal, I guess. I'm not bothered by it. It's soft enough. But yeah, it's a really good fall fall piece. I like the brown at the bottom. What else can I say about that? I think that's it. Let's get into works in progress. First up, I will talk about a test knit. This is a test knit for Katie. Oh, I don't know her last name, but I'll put something up. Her Instagram is Songbird Handmade, and these are the Christmas sock set. So they're socks based, or like inspired by sweaters from Christmas movies, very well known Christmas movies. These are the Ellen Griswold ones, and I'll show like a picture of the, do the thing. I haven't done a lot of color work. I've only done one other sock, my little check socks. So I just not the best at the tension yet. I haven't quite figured out tension, so it's just kind of wonky, or maybe just not where I would like it to be. They fit so far. There's just some like places maybe, I don't know, that just don't look the best. The color work was really fun. The chart's really easy to memorize, and it's not a lot. I think this is called the light stitch, when you just do like a speck of the contrast color. That is really not the best on my sock yet. Yeah, what else can I say about this? Oh, shadow wrap heel. This is my first time doing a shadow wrap heel. You guys, I am obsessed. I'm obsessed. I cannot believe it. I've only ever done a heel flap and gusset, or heel flap, slip stitch heel, which I'm not bothered by, or, it's fine. It was fine. But the shadow wrap heel is like pure magic. You don't have to pick up stitches. You just do the thing. You just do it, and then you go back to knitting in the round. It is absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible. And there's no, like, well, okay, I shouldn't say no gapping, because I think I did something wrong. My count was, I did something wrong, but it was my first time, so give me a break. So there is a tiny little gap, but I also have different like needle sizes here, so that could be part of it too. And I'll just sew that in with I can just sew that closed. But it feels, I've tried it on, it feels good, it fits so far. I don't have a very big arch. I think I've heard people with like tall arches like the heel flap and gusset a lot. But again, my arch isn't that, I think that's the one, right? But my arch isn't that high, so it's not super bothersome. And yeah, they fit. They fit. And the shadow wrap heel is incredible. I used the tutorial on YouTube, Earth Tone Girl. I think that's her name. I'll put it in the description, the video. The pattern calls for the shadow wrap heel, and then links to that video in the pattern. These are coming out in November, so just in time for you to make them for Christmas. I'm using Knit Pick Stroll. Like the Tweety base is the pink. You can see all the Tweety bits. And I think the red is called Buoy. Yeah. And if you want to get yarn for these, get ready for these, I want to use Knit Picks, I have a code for you to use, 15% off. So I'll put that in the description as well. And you can make matching socks with me. Yeah, I'm close to beginning the toe. And that's one done. I did stop these for a while just because it took me a while to start the Shredder Wrap Peel just because I had never done it before. So it was just kind of like a mental block of like having to learn something new. You know how that goes. But boy, am I glad that I did it because it was really fun. The Shredder Wrap Peel is, again, it's magic. Crazy. Like, I still just don't even know how I did that or how that happened. But it's incredible, and there's a heel, and you don't have to pick up stitches. And it's really easy to tell where you are. Like, in the pattern, you don't have to count, or did I have to count? I don't think so. It's easy to tell where you are, I remember. Like, so you can do it, put it down, pick it back up, and be like, know where you are, which is important, especially when you have small children and just need to get a couple stitches in quick, you know, while dinner's a brewing, right? Okay, I am rambling at this point, so I will move on just because I don't think I have a lot of time. So this might be a quick check-in, but that's okay. I only have 3 other things to talk about, and they will be quick. Let's talk about the one that is giving me a lot of meh. Okay, I want this sweater so bad, and I also knit it very fast. The hang up here, you guys, is the zipper. Okay, just checking to make sure we're on. We're good. Not the zipper installation itself, but the zipper pocket. If you haven't already guessed by me saying zipper, this is the Zipper Sweater Light by Petite Knit. I am knitting it in Sewrella yarn theme. I love Sewrella yarn. I got this at Flock this year. I just happened to be in Seattle for a wedding, so it worked out that I got to go. Got to visit my favorite hand dyer and grab some Reputation from their Eras collection. Really beautiful charcoal gray color. Okay, here we go. So I have all of these little like clippies in there to sew the zipper, like where the zipper is gonna go, the zipper pocket, right? Because I will tell you that I have sewn down. It's this bottom part that's giving me a lot of issue, like where the, I don't know if you can see this, therefore I'm going to be able to hold this up so that you can see it. It's like the bottom part. So, you know, you sew the zipper pocket in. It was all going fine, and then I get to the bottom, and I just can't get it to lay flat. I sewed it down twice, and then just cut it out because it's not sitting flat. I don't know if it's not long enough or if it's too long, the pocket part compared to like the sweater itself. But every time I go to sew this down, it just looks so bad from the outside right here. And I just don't know what to do. I don't know if I should maybe try it on my sewing machine, but I also don't want to have to like cut out all the thread from my knitting. Like that scares me, you know? And like this was a lot of work, and it's like done, but it's not done. I'm missing the main thing, the zipper, guys. And yeah, I'm really, so obviously I haven't worked on it because I am just at a frustrating point. But I want it so bad. I want it just to work. and it's not. So if you've made this and have any suggestions, and I did block this already too. So I blocked it. I pinned out like the placket. Would you call it a placket? Placket? Um, Pocket part for where the zipper goes. And it didn't help, or maybe I need to do it again. I don't know. It is very frustrating when your projects just don't go as planned. Other than that, it was a pretty mindless knit, top down raglan. I mean, I guess you don't join in the round for a while, and this is a lot of knitting too. But I knit this so quick because I just loved it, or like want it. You know, I want the finished garment very, very badly. However, this zipper is giving me a lot of trouble. So, yeah, if you've made this and have tips, let me know, because your girl's struggling. And I want to wear this. Like, I've had opportunities to. Like today, I could be wearing this, my new zipper sweater. But no. Yeah, that's all I have to say about that one. Taking a little bit of a back burner. Haven't worked on that. Because I've been done here. Let me catch you up to date here on that project. Okay? Here we go. Where are you? Zipper sweater. Finished knitting on 10/1. It is now, what is today? The 16th? Is it the 16th? I don't know. My phone is recording. I think it's the 16th today. And yeah. So that's just been sitting there for, what, 2 weeks? That's crazy. Get it together. Maybe I'll try that this afternoon. Ugh. Okay. Yeah, thanks for sitting through that with me and my frustrations. Let's talk about something else. What I'm calling my letter sweater. I just don't want these to fall off here. Okay. This is my Ronald Weasley inspired sweater. What I'm calling my letter sweater because, yeah, it's going to have my initial on it. Initial? Yeah, just one. Just the one. Yeah, if you're a Harry Potter fan, I'm sure you know. You know. This did give me quite a bit of, I had to put it in the naughty corner for a minute because the collar was giving me some trouble. So I'm using Knit Picks Stroll, which is their sock yarn, the Stroll Tweed. I'm holding it double for a DK weight, and I'm actually just knitting the stripe pipe sweater, just making it solid, because it's a drop shoulder, and in the first movie, the sweater that Ron gets is a drop shoulder, so I just wanted to keep it close to that. Yeah, take the inspiration from the movies in the sweaters in the movie. What was giving me trouble was the collar. So the collar for the stripe pipe is knit and ribbing, obviously. The sweaters in the movie are a rolled neck, which I think just gives it like that handmade feel, because Ron's mom knit them, obviously, by hand, and I just couldn't get the tension right. Like, it is still pretty, like, when I wear it, if I'm wearing a shirt underneath, you can see the shirt. Which maybe I won't always be wearing a shirt under here, because I'm not wearing one under here. But if I wear a shirt under this, you can't see, because the collar is pretty, you know. I thought about doing ribbing and then doing a couple rows of stockinette so it would roll. But I just couldn't be bothered to do ribbing. I just couldn't be bothered. So what I ended up doing was, I think initially I didn't go down enough needle sizes. I only went down half a needle size from the body. So I'm doing this on 4mm. And if you want to know US, I don't know US needle sizes, okay? Because those just don't compute in my brain. The millimeters do. It just doesn't, I don't understand the US needle sizes. I can't be bothered with it. So 4mm on the body. I think I initially did 3.5mm because I wasn't ribbing and I didn't want it to be too tight, but it was just still way too wide on the neck. So you can kind of see it still does. So I went down 3mm, which is the same as if I was doing ribbing, which had me nervous for a minute. And I picked up, I think I picked up even less stitches than the smallest size. So this is a size medium, and I picked up like for an extra small collar, and it's still pretty wide. So again, the ribbing is just what like cinches this in, right? And I did like 9 rows of stockinette and just let it roll. But I think for what it is just gonna have to be okay, because I'm not redoing it because I have done it twice now, and I think I'm at a good spot, or I'm happy enough with it. So I have a sleeve almost done. I wanted to make sure I had the correct length before I did the bind off, because I think I'm gonna do a tubular bind off on there. And I'm on Sleeve Island on this guy, and I should hopefully be able to do this like in a night. I worked on it a little bit last night, but I was just really tired, so I maybe could have gotten it done last night, but alas, it is still not done, and that's okay. But I did want to wear this for apple picking this weekend. Today's Thursday. I think we're going on Saturday. It might be, but I might not have the letter embroidered on, or it blocked. But I would like to block it like a lot, because these are just not flattering. I don't know. We'll see. It might even be too warm to wear this too. So maybe I shouldn't put so much pressure on myself for that. But I do really want this like done in October. And yeah, I'm planning to just duplicate stitch, which I've never done. I think Pearl Soho might have like a tutorial or something, and I'm sure there's something on the tube that I could do as well. And I'm just doing that in like a gold for, I guess that would be Gryffindor colors, but I think in the movie Ron's is burgundy too. And I have this in stash, so it's just, yeah, perfect. Again, this is also Knit Picks, so if you're thinking about Knit Picks, use the code. Use my code. I don't get anything from you using the code. It's just purely for you, your benefit. Just, yeah, you get percentage off. So, take advantage. Okay, and then because both of those projects were annoying me at the same time, and they are big projects, so I didn't really have anything else going except for, I think the sock was at a standstill too, and I was just feeling annoyed by all my projects, so I was planning a new one, as you do as a maker. And I talked about this in my fall knitting plans. It was not for sure, but then I just decided, why the heck not? And so I casted it on. Well, do you say cast on for crochet too? Or what do you say? Hooked on? This is the Agnes Sweater Vest by Bethany Lynn. I'm using Wool of the Andes worsted and Simply Wool. The Simply Wool is this white and gray color, and then the rest of them are all Wool of the Andes. And both of these yarns are very sheepy, woolly, rustic, I guess you would say. Very sheepy smelling. I love it. Oh my gosh. Okay. But it's a sweater vest, so I'm always going to have something underneath. I don't know if I'm like super sensitive to wool, but I don't know if I would enjoy this on my bare skin. So I thought it was safe to do a vest in it, knowing that I would always have something underneath. These are the yarns that she uses in her sample. This is a free pattern on Ravelry, by the way, and there's only one size. However, I have been seeing that she is releasing more sizes. Like there's people, it's in testing right now for larger sizes. So yeah, like just really random, because this has been a pattern and I've had this in my Ravelry library for like since I've started. Well, I've been crocheting longer than knitting, but so this is let me start over. This is granny squares put together in a vest, but you knit the collar, hem, and armholes. So it's knitting and crochet, which I think is just really, really cool to combine the two. Because yeah, I mean, who doesn't love a granny square? I'm using pretty much the same colors that she uses in her sample, except for this blue color. I think that's different. Again, these are, did I say Knit Picks? Yeah, Simply Wool and Wool of the Andes, and that's all from Knit Picks. And again, if you get on the Knit Picks train, I really love Knit Picks, guys. So yeah, that's what I decided to use. And again, I'm just doing the one size that she has, but the multiple sizes I think should be coming out soon. I'm not sure when that is supposed to be releasing, but I have maybe 10 more granny squares to make. I did this in like 2 nights, so it wasn't long. Like this was a couple of hours maybe. Like yeah. Crocheting feels like going home because it's my first craft language. And yeah, it was really easy to memorize the granny square pattern. And yeah, so this is going to be my sweater vest. I'm planning on wearing this for Thanksgiving. Hopefully it's done by then. It should be. I don't think it should take too much longer, but I haven't touched this in a while. Like again, I just did this in 2 nights and then stopped it, and have been working on other things. I have costumes, Halloween costumes to work on. More importantly, or you know, as a deadline, but this deadline is Thanksgiving, and I should be able to achieve that quite easily. But I'm excited to have this too. So maybe do a couple more granny squares tonight or something like that. Yeah, I started this on October 5th. And again, this was like 2 nights, and then I haven't touched it since then. And it's the 16th. I'm pretty sure it's 16th. Yeah, and I think that's all I have for you guys. I don't have acquisitions. I do have one on the way, but I'll talk about that in my next episode, and maybe I'll do a winter plan one, because fall knitting is, it feels like it's wrapping up, even though there's like another month left, but it feels like it's wrapping up because these 2 projects were part of that. My 2 like big sweaters and a vest I wanted to do for sure. I still really do want to make the V-neck sweater, not sweater, pullover, slipover, V-neck slipover, Semper slipover. I'm butchering it. But I think this is fulfilling my vest thing right now. And if I have time or feel like I need more vests, I can do that because I have some in my Ravelry queue that are interesting me, but maybe that'll be part of winter knitting or like end of fall knitting. We'll see. We'll see. Wool, like wool. Get it? We'll see. Okay. Yeah, that's all I have. Thank you for watching. I hope you got some knitting in, some crochet in. You're having a cozy time and enjoying all your fall makes. Alright guys, see you in the next one. Bye.